Hey guys, I'm Jess McDonald. This is GameSpot News, and you are tuned into our top 5 weekly news wrap. If you tuned into our show yesterday, you remember I said there's going to be a twist. We'll get to that, I promise. This week we covered off on a report from Eurogamer's Digital Foundry, which stated the PS4 will be using 3.5 of its 8GB of GDDR5 memory for its operating system. Whilst it's always fascinating that so many people are surprised that a console needs a significant amount of RAM to run itself, the problem seems to be with just how much it's using. It's not really a doom and gloom scenario though, since an additional gigabyte can be used as flexible memory, bringing the total up to 5.5 for developers to use, with the possibility of the system's 3.5 requirement being reduced after a potential streamlining process. Those are just the facts though, and facts and the internet don't always mesh terribly well, so inevitably the console war rages on. In news that's sad for some of us and overdue for others, Fez dev Phil Fish has shrugged his shoulders, cancelled Fez II and left the industry. Fish said he couldn't handle the constant abuse being thrown at him anymore, and as a result he got out. And you guys had a hell of a lot to say about that. This is the same guy who's been known to be abrasive and say things like gamers are the worst effing people, but on the other hand, he, like many outspoken public people, has been copping it for a while. Gears of War veteran Cliff Bleszinski wrote the dev an open letter asking him to come back to the industry, but it seems like a lot of you would prefer if he'd stay out. There have been comments from readers accusing him of being a child for giving up, to those who are understanding of his predicament and leaving it up to him to decide when enough is enough. Personally, I'm more aligned with the latter. The public eye is not for everybody, and I feel like if Fish wants to get out, then that's his prerogative. What do you think though? Let me know in the comments down below. Bioshock Infinite is crash landing back into significance this week with the announcement of its 2-episode DLC, Burial at Sea. And to the collective joy of Bioshock fans everywhere, it's taking place in the beautiful dystopian Rapture. I won't touch on the spoilers, but one thing you'll probably want to know is that it sounds like you'll get to play as a very glamorous looking Elizabeth in episode 2. The trailer teases what appears to be little sisters and shows off a very cool demonstration of the Devil's Kiss figure, but mostly the whole thing just caused me to make this face.
You can call me Elizabeth.
Xbox is all set to use a new system for matchmaking, according to a blog on Xbox Wire. Product marketing manager Mike Lavin has said the system called Smart Match has been re-engineered to pair players based on skill, language, age, gameplay style, and reputation. Ideally, the next step will be to group up all the abusive 12-year-olds, and then we can all get back to enjoying multiplayer gaming again. On top of this, it seems like Microsoft are kinda on their way to that with the newly announced Xbox Enforcement United service that encourages the community to self-moderate. Let us know if you're a fan of the move. In our last story of the day, no longer will you have to decide who your top 100 friends are on current-gen consoles. The Xbox One is all set to offer you 1,000 friend spots, while the PS4 is going to offer you up 2,000. The ridiculous figures will be the new friend caps on next gen, and I'm sure there's somebody in the world somewhere who is excited about this. The rest of us can just sit back and convince ourselves we do have friends, and we're no less special just because we couldn't even fill out the friend cap on the last gen of consoles. And now for the twist, our special award for the least newsworthy thing to hit the gaming industry this week. And it's from none other than Ubisoft, who put up a poll asking who should play Watch Dogs protagonist Aiden in the movie version of the game that is not even out yet. Also, Tom Cruise won. Nice work, Ubi. That's all from us today, but if you missed any of the very cool content you can see on your screen right now that we've produced over the week, you can check it out on GameSpot. Expect to cover off on what would happen if all the LoL players clicked at the same time, 2 Brits making fork puns, and 2 Australian girls finding out their games room is haunted. Kindly use @GSNews hashtag or contact me directly on Twitter @JessMcDonald to let me know what you thought of today's news, and if you can think of a dumber news story that came out this week than the one I picked. That's all we've got for you today, but be sure you subscribe to us on YouTube or check out our GameSpot News Hub for more. You can come hang out with us on our daily news show next week, or we'll just see you on Friday. Or not. I don't know, make your own decisions. Have a good weekend.